All right, time for the Spoiling McSpoiler review for Cavendish. This game has been a long time coming. It's been about 3 years, and when it finally came out, we played it, a few days later, I think. I got this on a Friday, it's Monday, so yeah, just 2 days later we played it. I wanted it to come to the table immediately. It made it to the top of the list of my want-to playlist. My gaming group was all for it too, and it's fantastic. So, this is all spoilers, by the way. Spoily spoilers, so please tune away. If you want to know my thoughts about it, it's a great, I love Time Stories. Cavendish is probably one of the better ones out there. I don't know. I keep going back and forth between that and the Hadal Project. So what did I like about Cavendish? Well, of course the Haunted Mansion theme does not get old, but you each start off with some sort of fear. And you may encounter that. I think 2 of our players did not, and 2 of us certainly did encounter our fears. And there was a ton. I mean, the item deck was still that thick when we were done. There were so many items and so many adventures we just didn't go into. You don't have to visit every room either, which is really nice. We did, and almost caught us the game. We were so daggum lucky in this game. I mean, we were down to our last Azrak when we made it into the final room, and we almost lost 2 on top of that. The game can be a little tricky. Of course, I was already getting ready for our second run, you know, because I'd thrown in the towel by then. But there is a great, this time they always use something different for puzzles. This one was a logic puzzle. I love logic puzzles. And I took a logic class and had a great time. There's a scene where you're sitting down with 4 ghosts at the table, and it's logically, someone says, all of these ghosts tell the truth. One ghost says 2 of these ghosts are lying. Another ghost says 3 of these ghosts are lying. And so you're trying to figure out who's lying. They're all giving you a significant year in the life of this person, Ebenezer, who lived there. And that matters because one of those years is, in a way, a code to help you get into a secret room, a room you need to get into. But if you guess poorly, the game is going to penalize you. In fact, we thought about guessing several different times, and there's a bunch of letters you have to connect. That was a great little puzzle, the little letters that at first they thought it had to be, just horizontal. And after a while, the guy had so many breaks in the, because he matched 2 up or 3 up, but he couldn't match the other 2. And he was just having issues trying to figure out where they would go. And I thought, wait a minute. I said, they don't all have to go from left to right. They can be up and down. And that's when we kind of figured out that, it's just one big giant picture of letters upside down, scattered all over a desk. And reading the letters, which I wasn't in charge of, but they all had capital words on it, which spelled out something. I don't know what exactly we had gotten there. I mean, we got it, and we didn't even know it to the very end. It says, if you got this, and it said you had all these items and read the big words, then you get another point or whatever. And we're like, wait, what? So you don't get an item, which I think it would have been really cool if you would have. And that we missed that the whole time until the very end, too. I mean, we barely won. We barely won. There is a scenario, in our scenario, Anton died. There is a scenario where he doesn't die, and I don't know how that, it's based on the Anton character and what he had to do. See, he had to make a decision by himself. That's another thing I loved. He had to go off on his own adventure into another room and play the game on his own, while we went into another room and had our own different adventure without him. Ours came back, he made a terrible choice, came back as a ghost, and couldn't really help us with much, but could, kind of interact with us, which I thought was neat. The knocking once for no, twice for two. We got down to the bookshelf fairly quickly. I think in 4 guesses I was able to nail down. It was like playing an adult version of Guess Who. And we had 3 guesses, and so we guessed 3 books. 2 of them I thought were them. 1 I knew was not the book, but my whole team, the other 2 guys, wanted to vote for it because they were positive it was the book laying on its side or whatnot. It wasn't even showing its binder. But the thing is, though, it's one of the plain books. There's nothing special about it. It's not shorter, it's not one taller, it's not one thick color or has little gold emblems on it. It's just a regular plain Jane novel, and I love that. That could be unfair. I don't know who would get that. Unless they were extremely lucky. But I will say this, it was a lot of fun. That was a different type of puzzle we'd never seen before as well. Talking to the ghosts, imperative. finding the key to the secret room was really good. There's a lot of stuff here. We got to save Damien. We did save Damien. Man, I took a lot of hits and everything. We never knew what the little fear tokens were, but I knew they were bad. So toward the end, we had the potion, drank it, got rid of it. I don't know if it was an XP card. I should have looked at it before I did that. But that really saved us because we barely won by the minimum. In fact, we thought we'd lost the game until someone realized they had one of their cards with the little witchcraft emblem on it, and we could put 3 more Azrak on it because we had too much Azrak on there. And when we did that, we instantly won. So it was a great day. Like I said, the experience, as of this video, I'm filming it the same day I filmed my time we played it. So I'm still fresh off. We just played it like a few hours ago, and I'm still fresh off the hype of that. God bless America. I love Time Stories. I think it's great. I really hope the next 6, he just does a Kickstarter for them, and we just fund it all together and just get them, because I'm ready to play them all. He cannot wait every 3 years or even every 1 year to do this. I want to see more. I want to see where the meta story is going. But these are just fun. They're just fun. It puzzles in a box. And again, I'm going to keep these. I'm going to play through Revolution again. I don't mind it. The game is just fantastic, but there was just a lot of good stuff. Oh, we didn't get the ghost. We were smart enough not to free him, but if you did, it seemed like he was going to come with you as an XP character. So that'd have been different. Again, it just changes the way you will play forever. You can't play this game twice. We have cards now. We got way more XP cards from this one than we did on any of the other ones too. And maybe that's because a lot of people were failing on the experience and they needed extra help. I don't know. We've actually been very lucky on the experience challenges lately, and we're at green right now, which is just, in my opinion, unheard of, because in my first original group that we played with, I think we were heading into red. We were doing terrible there. But Time Stories Revolution Cavendish is great. Is it the best one? Again, I just don't know. I like Cadal Project. This one you can understand because it takes place in 1958. I love the logic puzzle from the Ghost. It took us a while. Like, we got it wrong the first time because I didn't understand it was a logic puzzle. And then we went back to the table, switched seats, and I realized, holy cow, this is a logic puzzle. So I just set it out, worked out in my head. We knew immediately who the 3 liars were and who the one person telling the truth was. And that was the date we went with. And that was how we unlocked the code and everything. And it just felt so rewarding. And that's what Time Stories is supposed to do for you. It's supposed to feel rewarding. Woo! What an adventure. I love it. I love it. I love Time Stories Revolution. Please, please, please don't let it be another 3 years. All right, folks. That's it for now. See you next time.